Hello people who are not me, and welcome back to part 3 of Megaman 5, and in this video we're going to go on to Charge Man. I don't know why a train is named Charge Man, but whatever. Anyway, with Charge Man's stage, we have these bomb-dropping enemies again. They're not too The stage starts off rather simple. Thankfully, whenever you start a new stage, it keeps your energy filled up. Some Mega Man games don't do that. But now we're on a train, and yeah, the screen is going to be shaking a little bit. Sorry about that. Also, for some reason, I had a really hard time dodging these train nets. I don't know why. Sometimes bad luck happens when you're recording. Anyone that's done Let's Plays knows what I'm talking about. You can be super good at a game and beat it 1.5 million times and never mess up, and then you start recording it and suddenly, bam, you just mess up everywhere. Anyway, the train mets are easy. You can take them out in one shot. And you got this chicken dispenser here. Again, you can use that guy to farm for energy if you need to, very easily. And these mice are easy to take out if you use the napalm bomb. Just because the Mega Buster is just as powerful as your weapons doesn't mean you shouldn't use your weapons. I just don't use them very often. Unless it's against a Robot Master, and even still, most of the time, you can just use the charge shot against the Robot Masters and they'll do the same amount of damage. I don't know why there's a whole bunch of chickens in this frickin' train. But I'll take it. Yet another stage that got a complete overhaul in the Game Boy version. Charge Man's level in the Game Boy version does not look anything at all like this. And then there's the A in plain sight. There's two different ways you can get it. You can do like what I did and jump from that platform, or you can use Rush Coil. Also, don't jump into those spikes on the left. I know it's obvious not to do that, but I just have to say, don't go left and jump into the spikes, because you will die. Common sense, I know, but just something I had to point out. And yeah, I've got nothing else more to say about this level, because essentially it's the same thing for this screen, as you have more of those bomb-throwing enemies. They're easy to deal with, as well as the train mets, and we're at the end of the stage. Seriously! Well, I guess the good thing I run out of things to say when I do, because Mega Man 5's stages are so short. They feel a lot longer when you're playing them yourself. But we're going on to Charge Man, who is probably the most frustrating boss to deal with, if only because of his weakness. Because the Power Stone is really slow, and in order to hit him you have to be really close to him, and you're only going to get a chance to hit him once per shot. If Charge Man is red or charging at you, you cannot hurt him. And when he turns red, he's going to shoot a whole bunch of steam, which usually you have to dodge, but for some reason he was being stupid and having the flames fall behind him instead of in front of him. Just whenever you're jumping over him, use your Power Stone and you should take him out no problem. He looks a lot more challenging than he is, especially considering his height. If you're not if you're not holding the jump button down as much as possible, you may not jump high enough to get over him. But then you get the most useless weapon of the entire game, the Charge Kick, which I'm honestly surprised they didn't give Mega Man in Smash Brothers for his sliding. You'd think they would do that, but now, folks, we're moving on to the stage that basically. I was doing a really good job with this run until this stage. And I don't know what happened here. Maybe I've been maybe I'm a little out of practice, but Wave Man stage is not as hard as I'm gonna make it seem. I apologize for this run. Anyway, the reason why I'm standing there is because little steam jets that shoot out there can damage you. You can slide underneath those spike balls. The spike balls themselves will hurt you, not the chain. If you take the upper pipe pad there, you will get an extra life. Very nice. And you have these very slow-moving spike balls that For some reason I was having the hardest trouble dodging that one there. Another stage where you just kind of have to wait to avoid damage. Those of you that have played Mega Man 9 might recognize this section, as it is reused in Mega Man 9 for Splash Woman's stage. You ride the large bubble up, and then you have to hop across the bubbles to the other side to get to the other bubble. If you stay riding on that one to the right there, then you're going to run into some trouble, because there's a bunch of spikes there. And for some reason, I messed up that jump. I don't know why, but I messed up that jump. I would cut ahead here, but it's literally like right there, so it's not too bad. I don't know what I was thinking there. I should have made that jump, but for some reason I didn't. And at least I can use this as an excuse to show the other path. Hey, it's my video. I don't think it needs to be edited out. I didn't get that far into the stage, so. Okay, I'm not perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. What can you do? See, I'm already back there, so what's the point of editing it? So let's make sure we don't be an idiot this time and actually make this jump past me. Really. And you gotta watch this very slow ascending up. Yeah, let's not screw up this time. And then I make that, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I don't know what was wrong with me in this recording. Maybe I should have taken a break before doing this part. But it's not as hard as I'm making it seem, trust me. If you're really having trouble making that jump, you can always use a rush jet. But you really don't need the rush jet. Dang it, past me, what are you doing? Yeah, I think at this point I was just like, screw it. Use the rush jet. I normally don't need to use the rush jet for this part. But Let's Play curse can happen to anybody at any time. What are you gonna do? It's one of those times where you can be super good at the game. You can always do the same thing 99 times out of 100. But then this recording happens to be the... And then I make the jump right there. It's like, okay. Why couldn't I do that sooner? Oh well. Sorry for wasting about 2 minutes there, but now we're on this... This is by far the best part of the stage. You get this super jet bike, and if you have a turbo button, oh man, that just makes this so much better. You can just keep firing away at these mines, and then jump over these other Jet Sled Joes here, whatever the frick their names are, I don't know. No, I'm not copying Clement when I say that. I don't know what these guys are called. And then there's these dolphins, who are really annoying to dodge sometimes. If you're too far back, they're most likely going to hit you. Then we got this mini-boss. To damage the mini-boss, you have to shoot the green crystal thing inside of its helmet. And I'm also having the hardest time dodging its shot here, too. This entire stage was just giving me problems. I don't know why. It's not that hard, I promise you that. But we're coming up to the letter soon, so... keep an eye out for that. See, now I'm getting hit by everything. It's ridiculous. This was a very bad run of this stage. And here I was gonna do, like, I want to use a freaking I want to use an energy tank. Like, why can't I use an energy tank? Like, and then I died. I'm like, God damn it. But then I cut ahead here, like, I could have done this part a lot better than I did. But coming up soon, you're gonna be coming up to the letter of this stage. You'll know you're at it when you see 2 dolphins in a row. Right there, and there's the E. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that because I shouldn't have died this many times. I almost died again. Ugh. This was just a bad run. Thankfully, though, you can You can farm off of this guy, but I wasn't going to risk it. And I just said, screw it, use an energy tank, that's what they're there for. This was a bad run, what can I say? I've said it a lot. But anyway, we're at Waveman, and he's weak against the charge kick. What Waveman's going to do is he's going to stick his harpoon into the ground and shoot a wave of water in front of him. And as soon as that water wave disappears, he's going to shoot a harpoon at you. And then he's going to jump. That's all he does. I just kind of went kamikaze on him because I said, screw it. This stage has taken too long as it is. I should have been done by now. And I had full life, so I could do it. You could just spam the charge kick or the charge shot, and eventually he's going to go down. Yeah, that stage could have gone a little better. I'm not going to deny that, but I beat it. And for beating Waveman, we get a water wave, which is the laziest sounding weapon in the game. But we got one boss left, and it's Starman. Maybe he's a fan of Mario, I don't know. And no, he's not going to be invincible forever. That would be cheap. But instead of having a water stage with buoyancy, we have space! And this is where the big jumping comes in handy. Well, it makes more sense when you're in space. And you got meteors. God dang it. You can shoot down the meteors and they can drop power-ups. So if you want to stay there and farm, you can do that. You got these weird octopus enemies. I don't know what they are. They're weird. I don't know why there's octopi in space. You don't want to jump too high, though, because like all water or gravity-based stages, Capcom took that into account, going like, hey, if you jump too high, there's spikes. Thankfully, all you have to do is, like, as soon as you let go of the jump button, you'll drop again. It's not like if you let go, it's going to move you up an inch higher before you start dropping. No, you start dropping the instant you let go of the jump button. So you can control your height. And yeah, not much more to say about this stage, honestly. Be careful about spikes. This is the last letter is a little tricky because it's right under spikes. But again, if you can control your jump, bam, do that. Once you get all 8 letters, now you have beat. And what beat does is you call for him and he pecks everything to death. Everything within the vicinity of him, he flies towards and just murders everything. I can make this jump without the rush jet. I'm not going to risk that, so screw it, I'm going to use the rush jet. Anyway, Beat is awesome because he just destroys everything on screen. And hey, that extra life that I lost, I'm back up to 8 again. I should be at 9. Actually, by all accounts, I should be at like 15 lives because of all the extra lives I got. Yeah, and right there you get ambushed by a bunch of missiles. You can shoot them, and they're going to blow up into sharpnels, and most likely the sharpnels are going to hit you, so And take out these tanks, or these cannons, easy enough. Now for probably the most annoying enemy in the game. It's a little easier in this stage because of the gravity jumping that you have. You have to jump and shoot this thing in the eye. But the lasers are really annoying to deal with sometimes. Anyways, we're going to finish off Starman's stage in the next video, so see you guys then.